start. Starting the connection. Let's see if things are working properly or not. Excellent. Let's wait for a couple of minutes, let people join, then we can go ahead and start. Meanwhile, I can just go ahead and share it with the groups. Okay. And okay. Let's go. Streaming. Okay. So we have 2 concurrent viewers, guys. If you want to say hi, please let me know if you are online. Let's see who are online. Then we'll go ahead and check with live. I hope you guys can hear me. If you are not able to hear me, please let me know. For this video, we are going with UiPath forms, that too only with dynamic items. How to deploy the forms to orchestrator, Sai Santosh Kumar. Okay, we'll take all the questions. We'll try to take all the questions and we'll try to answer them as we want. Now Hasib, hello Hasib. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much for the confirmation, guys. Lakshmi, let's wait for 2 more minutes and let's start. Okay, hello everyone, guys. New look. This is the look, Hasib. Lakshmi, hi Lakshmi, and guys who are online, just go ahead and let me know. And if you want to talk directly with me over audio, please do let me know so that I'll try to add audio conversation as well to this stream. We'll just see how that streaming will work. Maybe we can communicate online. Let's check that even. I have a use case okay. So Sai Santosh Kumar. I have a use case like 100 fields need to be filled out to run the robot. We have UiPath orchestrator license. No other web development. Can you please tell me how to achieve it? Santosh, I'm not sure if I exactly understood your question. Any way you can tell me more clearly, or I just want to have a more clear understanding. Hi Pavani. Okay. Santosh, please ask the question again. Lakshmi, hi guys. Okay, let's not wait more and let's see if the task that we came up with, can we achieve it or not. Well, it's easy. All we need is how to check. Or today, I will also say you different activities, or in UiPath form there are new dynamic forms. Okay, let's make text size bigger so that you guys can see. Yeah. Okay, let's go with chat. It's like 30 inputs needed from end user, then we have to trigger the robot using that inputs. Okay, I understand that. I think you should use forms, but we'll take the questions. That's fine. Okay guys, if you do want to fund my channel, go ahead, and there are super stickers enabled in my channel, as well as there are super chat. There is super chat enabled to my channel. Who so for premium members who takes this opportunity and funds my channel, I would like to send them Google Meet links so that they can join and ask me questions directly over Google Meet. So go ahead and do that. And also people, I am unable to send the meeting link to everyone in all the groups, so please kindly forward this to all the WhatsApp groups that you are in right now. Okay, let's see, let's go with a new sequence. So today we'll try to add today's date, 20th, live stream. Okay, let's add a form here. So what forms are used for? For example, there is an input that's required from a user, and from where can you get that input? Now you cannot get it over a message box, okay, if or an input box. But if you want to get it only a single value, then you can use it. But what if there is no message box or there is no input box? How can you get the values? Or if there are more than 2 fields or more than 5 fields where we are checking how many fields do we want, so how can we find that? So those details are being discussed here, or we'll discuss those details here. Now Balaji CKJ says hi Balaji. So Sai Kumar, I think this will help you as well. It will give you a list of items where it takes 30 inputs from a user or more than 2 inputs, and we can enter. Can you explain why we need to use UiPath forms? I think just now I explained, Lakshmi. See, normally when we are using some input, or when we require some input from a user, for example, let's go with open form designer and let's see the functionality, then we'll go with how we'll use it. Let's say that I want multiple inputs, live stream, date, live date, and I'll also add one more field called subscriber count. So I'm telling scenario according to my channel because you can easily relate. Can we display the forms in orchestrator? Yes, Sai, we can display the forms in orchestrator. There is UiPath forms task activity. So for that, what I would suggest you to do is go to my channel. Let me add this one. I think this will help us. YouTube. Go to my channel, and I did. Okay, let's change. Let me change and come back. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. So I did few lives, and the previous live, in the last live that I have did, I discussed about UiPath task activities. So you can go ahead and check with UiPath task activities. Let's hit on this. Just type in Vajrang. I think that's how you will easily get my values. And this is the task catalog that we discussed, where we are checking with forms in the orchestrator. I think you can go ahead and check that out. I'm sending you the link over chat, so this will help you. So please go ahead and check it out, where you can add the forms in the orchestrator directly. Sai Kumar, I think I have answered your question, but see, these are the details that I want from a user. Let's go back, saving it. So what exactly do we have now? We have only few things. Debug. When I hit on debug, okay, I think it's going on with the main. Let's hit on debug file. I hope you know what is debug file and what is debug. So when I hit on debug file, it will debug only this file, but when I hit on debug option, it will start the main. From the main entry point it will start. So let's go ahead and hit on debug file. Okay, so this is what I want from a user. Let's say that I am creating this form for someone who I want to ask, like, when is your live date and how many subscribers do you have? I just want to ask them. So in the same way, if I have more than these fields, more than 5 to 6 fields, I can even add them. But having too many fields in the form is not suggested. Check how you are designing the forms, because that will also help you to retain the customers. For example, let's say that today is 20th and August. I think this is August, right? September. Oh, we are in September. Okay. 20 and subscriber count. I have 3,500 subscribers, or 3,000, 2,500. How many subscribers do you have, guys? Okay, 2,350 subscribers. So guys, this month target is 3,000 subscribers. So go ahead and share my channel. Let's see how this goes. And okay, whenever we send the data, let me also add something like message box or log. Let's add a log, and from this input form we can get data out, and that is this input form fields. Okay, now when we are using this input form field, this is a JSON message or JSON string that we are going to get output, and let's add that output in the field box output. I'm not going deep into how exactly do we need to design forms, because I have 20 plus videos on that. Please go ahead and check those. Again, 20th 2350 submit. So when I hit on submit, see the message or the input that's entered by someone we will be able to capture it. Also we will be able to see what is the output type, and how did they click on submit or any other button. We can also see that. So that is the main use of forms, like to get the user input, custom input, or if you want to create any custom applications. I have also created YouTube video streaming using forms. Go ahead and check that out. That will be very interesting. And let's see. So now here it is. How do I add? So this is the important part. Please go ahead and check it out. I have a drop down. Now in this drop down, let me add a field key. So there is already a field key, but I want to add, or what I would like to do is, there are values and there are some data that's available. So let's see who are online. Let's give their names and let's check. Okay, are we able to change the layout of workflow horizontal? I don't think so that's possible, but try to write the CSS. So let's try with Sai. I'm taking the names in the chat. Santosh. Okay, let's add one more. Who else? Mamata. Okay, Mamata. MAMS. Okay, who else do we have? Let's add three more details, and Lakshmi P. Let's add one more. Lakshmi and P, and one quick Balaji CKJ Balaji CKJ. So what I'm checking here is if I have a value on the left side, if I check one item, can I get the values directly in the text fields? So let me add one more text field. Here second name or second value. Okay, let's save it. Let's do a quick preview of how the form is available and let's try to understand. Shivraj says hi. Hi Shivraj. Okay, so if you guys want to ask some question over super chat where you want to talk to me, you can go ahead and type in your mobile number, and I will, if it's WhatsApp, let me send me a message in WhatsApp after doing a super chat. I will try to give you a Google Stream link so that we can discuss online. Purnachandra Nayak, hi Chandra. So for now we have only 4 details, but what exactly I'm checking is, if I check Sai, I need to get Santosh. How exactly can I do that? Mopur Kishore, how to minimize the size of text field so that we can add more components in the forms? Is it possible? Yes, I think it's possible. Why is it not possible? We'll discuss that, Mopur. Just a second. Let's complete this and let's go. So there is logic that's available that we need to see. This is kind of advanced logic, as the name says. So logic accepts two parameters or two inputs. One is logic name or any kind of logic. If we want to add more than one logic, we can even do that. Let's give as show names and the trigger. What should be the trigger? See, for this video I would like to target JavaScript, but I'm starting memberships in my channel. If you want to see the complete series on JavaScript simple, my JSON logic and event, do join my channel, which I will be posting in next few hours. So whoever joins in, those videos are for them exclusively, so to give them a premium feel that these are only for them. But normally when I do videos, I'll try to keep everything for everyone, so that we will also have that extra advantage, and I can also get that funding for the channel, so that we can add more subscriptions and as well as we can bring in more licenses. Let's see. So what this trigger gets is, or what this trigger expects is, this expects a boolean value. It can be true or it can be false. Other than that, it expects nothing. So by default I am returning true. So whatever it is, just give me or show me the value. That's the trigger that I'm showing. But if I want to add a different trigger like JSON logic, that's a different concept, and event, I can even do that, but let's not go into that. So straight JavaScript, using JavaScript, I'm just trying to add some value, and I need to return true so that it's always active. And let's add an action. So in the action, we need to again show the value, what exactly the value that we have, the value that we need to return. So showing names, let's go ahead and return some value. So how can we find what exactly do we need to return from here? Let's go back and see the field key. So this drop down has field key called select one. Let's go ahead and click on select one, cancel, and in the second value we need to get the value from select one to this field. So the logic should be in the text field component. Edit. So here let's go with return. I'm also returning the value here. So what should I return? If I have seen okay, let's go and save this for now, and let's see what value are we getting, then we'll continue. Or let's see with the preview. Are we getting some value? No, I am not. That's fine. I know that it will not come. Let's see what output are we getting. In this we have only text fields. Now we have also added, or we have also updated a drop down. Let's see what data do we get out of the form. So in the drop field, let's check Mamata and live. I need not click anything, but let's add some value which should be automatically popped up. But let's see. In the output, we can see select one with a value. So if I want to return something, I can directly give select one dot data dot select one. So here it is. This is the complete data that we are checking. So if you are not able to understand, please ask the questions so we can go ahead and check those out. I know that this is a bit complex, but think it as simply, if I select something in the drop down, I need to get the value here. So how to get that? I need to show the value. How to show it? I am returning data dot. So what is data? So data is what is the complete JSON output that we have seen is the data. Now let's go with select one. So we are returning whatever data that we have in select one, we are returning that value. Let's save it. Okay, first we need to save action, save logic, and then hit on save. Only then it will work. And hit on save and close. Let's hope that this works. Debug. So drop down Sai Santosh, as simple as that. Mams, Lakshmi P, and Balaji. So I need not click on any button. So the trigger can be anything. It can be a drop down or it can be any input. We just need to find out how exactly we need to get the values, and I can just type in. So instead of me writing it here, it generates the value automatically. How this is useful? For example, we used to select, or we used to type in, when using forms, we used to type in the input, and when we are typing in the input, we used to click on search, and after clicking on search, then we need to get the form fields populated. Now we will not have it like that. We'll have it on dynamic basis, all the way from the drop downs or from the JSON values that we have. So let's go ahead and add live date 20th September. Subscriber is 2350. Okay, and submit. So the output is select one CJK. So whatever the value that we are getting out, that value we are seeing here. Hello, can customize colors in the button form? Yes, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Pawan J says, where can we forms? I think Pawan, I have answered your question, but forms normally can be used when we need some input from a user, not only one. For example, if we are creating a form where we need text field, text area, number, anything on the basic components, on the advanced components, you have all the details. But how should you completely learn about forms? Simple. Just check with UiPath forms. I hope I get my videos on top. So this is forms, and we have a complete playlist of around 25 plus videos. Don't skip my uh, advertisements. That's how we will get the revenue for this channel. But yes, see, there are 25 plus videos where I'm explaining each and every part. You can check with form 1 basics, part 2, part 3 and part 5. Each and every part is explained properly. Go ahead and check that out. Pawan, I think this is the best place. I'll also try to share the link with you all guys. Go ahead and check that out. Okay, and yep, that's it for this particular live. But if you have any questions, if you want me to solve something online live, and if you want to join with me online in this particular live stream, and if you want to talk to me, go ahead and let me know. I'll share you the stream link. Let's see how that goes. OBS, let's hit on. Okay, let's go with live stream. Can you please show how to customize button colors? Okay, let's see with button colors. See, there is an option called layout. I think in the preview, go to the preview and check with themes. There are different themes that are available. You can search for a theme or you can add custom themes. You can also write your custom CSS. All you need to select is different themes that are available. I think these are more than enough for you to check and for you to create. Don't spend too much time in creating the forms, but try to create the functionality, because that's what matters. And you can exit the preview selecting something, and when you click on preview, you can see all the forms updated with the different style. But if you want to change the current theme, yes, you can also do that. Form button primary, if you want to change something, go ahead and add some button primary and save customization. Can I save the theme? Yes, I can save the theme and I can add, or I can just exit. I think Soumya, I have answered your question. Okay, let's bring in the chat on the screen so that we can see this chat. Okay, how to minimize the size of the text field so that we can add more components in the form fields. Let's check this out. Maybe he's asking about this. Where do we have this? Yeah. So how can we minimize this? See, there is an option called layout. In this layout, there is an option called columns. We can give how many columns do we want. Let's add size, everything with access. So this is bootstrap kind of design here, and if you are not sure how to use bootstrap, that's fine. No need to worry too much on that. Let's say that if we want, there are only 12 columns, each and every row has 12 columns. If I add more columns, I can add the values. So how many do I have? 1 2 3 4 5. Let me add one more. So if I have 6 inputs, this should be, which should be 2 divided by 2. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. That's how we need to mention these values. Save, and we can directly drag and drop the values here. So this actually saves. And what if this from size is small? I think that's the beauty of UiPath forms. Even if the form size is small, that should be fine. Debug. It will automatically see I have these values, but if I maximize it, everything will be aligned in horizontal. So it's mobile compatible as well. So even if the screen is minimized or if the screen is reduced in size, the forms will, or the values will stay on the screen. You need not move the screen. It's using bootstrap simply. Any other questions? Let's see with other questions. Kishore, I think I have answered your question. Is it possible to stream videos in UiPath Forms? I think Chandra, I've shared the link. Go ahead and check it out. Can you please show Surendra? I have done that. Surender, sorry. And Mopur, how to hide particular tab if Mopur, I thought you good. Okay, let's see how do we do that. There are multiple tabs that are available in layout. Maybe we can check with tabs. Let's see. I'm also not sure, but I think there is logic. Add logic. So tab 1, I'm not sure if I can add separate tabs and I can hide them, but let's try to do that. So what I'll try to do is in tab 1, or let's add tab 2, and there are two tabs now. Field key is tabs, so tabs dot tab 1 tab 2 is what we will check. Condition, simple condition, here it is. If the component should display is true when the component, for example, live date has a value 20 September SCP. If this is true, only then we need to show this form or show this tab. I don't have a tab now, but as I add September, we'll have the tabs. Okay, so this is the way how I can do, or how you can do it. Well, what exactly can you do is, if you want to show on a particular value, I think you need to configure logic. It's a bit complex. We cannot cover everything now here. I will try to create a separate video for this, but I hope you understood with the condition. If you want something, for example, in the select one, what do we have in select one? Let's add the value true select one, save it. Please correct the rows before proceeding. Logic, I think there is logic that's missing. Let's cancel this and let's save it. In the drop down we have psi. If the drop down is psi, then only we need to show. How can we do that? Let's go with condition again and let's change it to psi. I think this is capital, so let's add that as well, and let's click on preview. So as we discussed, no input, tabs, psi. Okay, exit preview. What are we getting? I think it's getting the value of Santosh. Maybe we need to get the key value rather than the value exactly. So let's add Santosh. I hope the name is correct. Let's check with the name. Data. Okay, it's psi again. Okay, save, and let's add or update this one. Conditions, let's add psi here. Save and let's hit on preview. We should have some value here. If not, then we are doing something. No, we got the value. So whatever value that we get, we need to add that value here. Okay, let's see. Mopur, I think I have answered your question. Hide particular tab if there are no data. I'm not sure, Mopur. It's not allowing us to add only a specific tab, but if you want to do something with the tabs, what I would suggest you to do is keep them in the containers. You can hide containers. That's easier if you ask me. What I could do is I can add multiple layouts, columns, panel. Okay, I can add a panel here. So for each and every panel, there can be some value. I can add tab here. I can definitely go ahead and hide this panel directly. Maybe you can try that, but with tab, not exactly able to find out. Let's try tab1 dot tab2 tab. Let's try it on this on the tab. Okay. Hi Vajrang, can we update the list as the person keeps on trying typing his name in the field? Um, I think we can. I didn't try it, but you can use logic and try to do that. All you need to check is add the logic here, and in the logic, let's add a trigger. Maybe on the event of so when there is an event, then we need to write a value. Data, I think there is some data. Okay, let's try to do this. What I could do is returning JSON logic if it is true. Okay, return what I should return. If data dot, what do we have? Input field 1. Let's save it and see with the input field, and let's try to add save logic. Okay, let's try to return. Okay, let's return true for now, and let's save logic or actions. Okay, return true. Okay, there is no trigger name. Save logic, save, and live date. What is the live date? Okay, data field key, live date is what I want. So where are we? Drop down. Will attended automation. Okay, Mupur Kishore, will attended automation works even system locks getting timeout exception every time. It will not work if the, as it is an attended automation, it will not work if the system is locked. It should be on a running machine with a logged in user, Mupur, or else we cannot get it. If you want to add something like that, then you should not do attended automation in logged machine. Simple. Okay, now we are checking with, what are we checking with? I think with the drop down. Okay, where did I add these values? Subscribe account, second panel. What did he ask? Can we update the list person as a person? Keep names. Update the list as the person keeps typing on the name in the field. I think you're checking with the drop down list. I think we can do that as said, but I cannot do this immediately because I don't know, but I will try to find out a solution and I'll try to give you. Rohan, let's see in the membership videos, maybe we can add that values because that's complex. Let's give it to the premium members. Let's see if I can do that. I will definitely post it online. Let's see. Any questions other than these? Let's go ahead and ask, or we'll do one more thing. Okay, Google Meet, new meeting, instant meeting. Okay, if you want to join live and ask questions, go ahead and ask them. Let's take some live questions online and let's try to close this meeting. Okay, Okay, I am joining. So if you want to join and ask questions online, you can go ahead and do that. Let's see if someone joins. Meanwhile, we can take the questions here. Live streaming. Go live. Okay. Do you have anyone? If you don't have anyone for next 5 to 10 minutes, let's close this live, or let's after 2 minutes. If you want me to share the link, this is the ID that you need to join. ETOBYSOKVS. Join with me and we can discuss. Obvious. Let's wait for 2 more minutes and then let's close this. Okay. Do you have any questions? Mapur. Okay, any questions did we miss? Hello, can we customize button? I think we did that. Minimize text fields in forms. Are we able to change layout of the workflow to horizontal? I think I have shown that, Sai Santosh. We can add columns and we can do that. Let's see. Okay, let's hit on this. Okay, since we don't have anyone, let's close this live as well. And I hope you enjoyed the live and you are able to check how to read 2 lakh records in an Excel in UiPath. Use large Excel activities. I think you can go ahead and check that. Large Excel activities, those help me when I have more than 2 lakh records. Manage packages, large Excel activities. This Excel activities, these help me to read more values without any issues. Okay, I think we have someone. Meetings. No. Okay. What are we getting? I'm getting some sound. Ta-da. Any other questions? Questions. Okay, admit. Hi Manikandan. Yes, hi Manikandan. Say. Manikandan, you can talk. Just a second, Mani. Okay. Okay, so Mani is asking he needs REFramework guidelines. So Mani, here it is. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so I do have a playlist in the channel. Go ahead and check it out, called UiPath REFramework in my channel, and check in the playlists. So in this playlist I have UiPath REFramework. So there are close to 11 videos, but we discussed how exactly do we need to use REFramework, and how to convert a data table input to REFramework, how to convert a list input to REFramework. Each and every detail we have in this particular video, all the videos. And I have also explained REFramework dispatcher and performer process as well. How did you use dispatcher and performer activities? Okay. Yes. So these are the live recordings and the live projects that I have done. So you can definitely use these. Can you speak now? Okay, you are live now. Mani, any other questions you have?
No, that's all from my part.
Yep. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, thank
Do
you.
subscribe my channel.
Yeah, already I follow you and already I contact with you in WhatsApp also.
Thank you so much, buddy. Bye bye.
No?
Okay. Okay. Who else should join? Let's see. Any other questions? Okay. When will be the next session and on? Okay, so I'll try to create sessions or live sessions on the weekends so that I can go live and I can discuss questions and I can interact live with you. But you can watch my channel. I'm updating daily one video, or there is UiPath Learn UiPath in 30 seconds, where if you are going for an interview, you can learn each and every concept within 30 seconds. So for that, you can go ahead and check in the channel. Go ahead and check UiPath in 30 seconds playlist. So UiPath in 30 seconds, there are close to 20 videos that I have updated. There are few videos that are to be live. I will update them as well. You can check them. That's as simple as that for you. Sai Santosh. Any other questions? I'm sure Sai Santosh is the premium member today, asking multiple questions. But if you are having any questions that you want to contact or you want to talk to me online, go ahead and do that. So this is the video, or this is the ID to join with me on Google Meet. Let's see. Okay, since we are at the end of the live stream, thank you so much for joining, and I will also start join button in my channel. Do go ahead and check it out. There are multiple subscriptions that you can go ahead and take. There are few premium videos that I'll post only for the subscribed members, but most of my content will be live as always. Go ahead and check my channel and hit that like icon. How can we make the list dynamic using select data table query? Rohan says. Which list are you talking about, Rohan? Oh, can you please tell me? Select data table query. You can, so if there is a data table, you can definitely go and check it out. But if you want to filter data, there is a UiPath select query um, this. Okay, where is it? Yeah, 4 ways to filter data tables. I think this will help you. It is showing you how to use direct filter table activity, select query link, as well as one more option. I think we have method link, function, enumerable. We can also use enumerable to filter the data. I think you can check that. Okay, drop down list in forms, dynamic drop down list in forms. Okay, so for that, can we give combo box as an input to workflow? I think combo box is this one, right? Live stream, where do we have combo box? Checkbox we have. Tell me with the correct component, then I can tell you if we can use it or not. But yes, as Rohan asked, how can we add list items? See Rohan, we need to add list items in 2 ways. Can we do it quickly? Yes, we can do that. Let me add assign. So I will create a list of items. Control K, list underscore Rohan list. Let's give it a name, his name Rohan, and new list of string, and in this list let's give 1 2 3. But this is only a list that I want to mention here, but if you want to add more details you can add, or you can do select query and you can add those values. You can check those out. What are we getting? New string. Okay, end of expression. Okay, how to add a new list? I'll check online. I will not worry too much. C sharp. Okay, let's quickly check a new list. Okay, okay, this is the way how to do this. Okay, let me add. I will try to add this in VB. I think the VB script is different from that of C sharp. We are checking with VB. So list examples. Okay, new list. How to initialize a list? String. This is a new list of string. Okay, let me copy this and let's try to add, and let's see if we are getting this or not. Okay, let's close this and let's hit on OK. Why am I not getting? Okay, these kind of activities will happen on live only. It will not happen when I'm doing work. Let's see the questions and let's try. If you know the value how to initialize, you can ask me. Drop down list can we give? You can do using .NET methods, UiPath inbuilt method, not using forms. General one change the values in the list, write the form keyword. Okay, list of string from. Okay, let's try this. I don't think so this is coming, Rohan. Let's try it. Let's try some other things. It did it. Okay, I'll go through. Okay, let's check it here. Okay. So this is what will happen. Close. If I am on live, things will not work properly. Okay, now let's check with the OBS. Let's see. Where do we have it? I think we'll have this. The problem is not with the values. I think the problem is with the input variables. I think this is the problem. Browse list, and in this list let's add a list item, scorelib of list, and it's of string. I think this is the error. Okay. Okay, if you have any answer for this, go ahead and tell that. Rohan says drop down bracket is missing. Bracket missed. Where did we miss a bracket here? I don't think so. End of expression expected. Let's try. But it did run. Can this run? Okay. So if I want to add the dynamic fields to that select query, all I need to do is go to the drop down, and so this is the field key, select one, copy this, cancel. Okay, field key, copy, and yes, in this particular form there is something called form collection. Go ahead and add select one underscore drop down. So this is what you need to add to give the values, and it's a list of items, and we can give list of Rohan. So Rohan list goes there. Let's debug and see if we are getting the values or not. Yes, we are able to get. I'm not sure why it's throwing an error here, but what we did is correct, and even what I have done in the beginning is also correct. So if you want to send any data to the drop down or any radio button list, you need to use underscore drop down. That's the catch here, that we don't have any in any of the forums or in any of the tutorials. Okay, try putting curly braces. I think we got the details. And also I would like to thank few members who subscribed to my channel and funded my channel. Thank you so much for everyone who funded me through Google Pay, Paytm, as well as WhatsApp, and yes, I would like to take out the names. Whom do we have? We have Copyrights, who gave us 100 rupees. Thank you so much, Copyrights. And where else? PhonePe. Yes, we do have some fundings through PhonePe as well. Thank you so much, guys, for your love and support. Let's see who did it. Harshita funded 500. Thank you so much, Harshita. Ramesh 200. Thank you so much. Kishore UiPath 200. Thank you so much, Kishore. Your channel subscriptions or your channel funding helps me to do more content, more interesting content. Please do fund my channel and help me out. Okay. So someone asked to send me the Google link. I think we have already we already spoke, but let me send it again to you so that we can check that. Okay, guys, if you want to talk to me online, you can do that. Let's hit that photo. List of ABC. Thank you so much, people who are helping me in WhatsApp as well. Tanmir, Rohan, thank you so much. Let's go on chat and let's quickly find out who else do we have. Cool, thanks. While adding items to queue, I want to add reference for each item. What will you keep as a reference? Should a reference for each item be unique? It's better if you can keep it unique, because you need to filter out the items. That's how you see, that's how you will. Okay, as simple. Let's go with the platform. It's easier to explain online than to speak. Yes, continue with Microsoft. Let me quickly sign in and come back. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or if you want to ask any questions, go ahead and ask. And if you want me to join live with me, and if you want to talk, you can even do that. I've shared my Google Meet link. It's online. You can join. Okay. So this is the UiPath orchestrator. And in the queues, what do we have? See, in every queue that I have, let's check with the transaction items in the RPA challenge. Let's see with the transactions. I didn't keep any reference, but if I keep a reference, that's when I can see the values directly. And should the reference be unique? Better if it is unique. So how to add a reference? You can add the ID directly and you can send the values. It's better to be a unique value so that you can search directly. You can search the value here and you can get the values. Kishori. Okay. Okay, let's wait for 1 minute more, or else. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on live and staying on the live stream and interacting and making it more interactive session. Do check out my channel, and if you don't want to miss any of the updates, or if you don't want to miss any of the live sessions that I'm doing, because that's how I can speak with you on live and you can directly ask your questions and you can connect with me, go ahead and do subscribe and hit that bell icon and make sure you're subscribing to all the notifications, not only one. That's how you can get all the subscriptions and or all the notifications. So we are close to 2.35 subscribers. Please do share my channel with everyone within your stream and within your group, so that my target is 3000. Maybe in next 10 days, can we get 3000? Let's see. Do share and do fund my channel. And if you want to fund my channel, the WhatsApp and Paytm payments are available at the bottom of the scroll. of this video. Go ahead and check that out. You can see GPay, Paytm and PhonePe. You can go ahead and fund my channel. Thank you so much for joining on live with me. Bye bye everyone.